Okay, I'm starting things out in this video a little out of order because as an artist, that's what we get to do. We get to create things in the order that makes sense to us, and we get to rearrange things. And I suspect that some of you are not all that interested in my garden talk and my philosophy and would tune in here mostly for the art. So we're going to start with the art first, which actually happened after the rest of the video. But I hope you enjoy this process. Now, I am not a traditional or practiced watercolorist, and try as I might to restrict myself to just watercolor techniques, invariably I get a little crazy and that doesn't happen, and I turn to pen and ink. Now, this time I'm going to leave it for a while without taking this piece to ink, just as a matter of practice, but I probably will take a pen to it later. But this is as far as I got with it as a watercolor only piece. I had a lot of fun, and like I said, it came after the rest of this video, but oh well. Thanks for watching.
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks different to each. When living authentic, do more exploring, deeper than knowing just what is essential for life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. From the program, removing performance, true self, all that's standing. Live free from worry, live by just being. Power in finding your wholeness in now. Go deep, mute out the chatter. Live a life you adore. you adore.
morning. I woke up with a really bad case of the I gotta go gets this morning. I gotta go get some more plants. I gotta go get some soil. I better get some groceries. I better get some water in case there's no water in the world. I gotta get, and I know what's happening here. I am trying to distract myself from what I could be doing without getting more stuff. And I do not need more garden stuff. I do not need more art supplies. I am going to quell, boy, that's a word I don't think I've ever used out loud. Better late than never. I am going to quell the I gotta go get feelings by not going and getting anything and just working with what I have on what is already here that needs to be worked on. And I am going to do this for the next 4 days until I see if I can quiet the I gotta go gets. I bet I can. I know I can. I've done this before. I hope I inspire you to look at what you're trying to go get to feel something that you could better feel by paying attention to what you've already got. All right, we're going out in the garden. The first experiment is the big hole in the bed that I had to take out some damaged plants from the hailstorm last week. And now there's like this space in the bed. And I thought that I might go to the store and get some, I don't know, pepper plants or cucumber plants or something and fill this space with those. And then I realized I probably have more cucumbers than I'm gonna need or my neighbors are gonna need before the summer is out. And I also have a lot of plants around the yard that I could just go get and put in those holes. That's what I'm gonna do today. That's number one. I am going to clean up that bed with what is at hand. I am not gonna go get some more plants and I am not gonna get some more soil. Now I have a secret like solution hanging out over there, down there somewhere, right there. I have a lot of seeds. It's pretty, or it's like only June. Feels like August. I also have allergies. Good thing I already have a lot of allergy medicine in there. Or I'd have to go get some and run this whole experiment and not do this video. But I have allergy medicine. Again, I have everything I need. So let's go fix up that bed with what I have at hand, and then let's do some other things. I'm going to be doing this for 4 days, so see what happens. I really don't need any more things. I'm suspecting you don't either. And here's the bed that had all the damaged plants in it that I pulled out that need to be picked up. That can be done today. I'm on a hunt to see what plants I have elsewhere in the garden that could go in those holes, and I've been looking at this for a while. These poor lettuce plants are suffering over here because they're in a pot. They don't get watered enough. They're crowded. They need to go somewhere else. Let's make a lettuce bed out of that other big bed. Look, I have this one little watermelon plant and these 2 little watermelon starts that are not thriving over here in this corner. I wonder if I can move them and nurture them in that big bed and have some more watermelon. That's what I'm going to try. And maybe it'll give that one a better chance if it has more room. All right, we transplanted some suffering deal from another place. Some lettuce starts from a planter that wasn't doing great. I side dressed some basil that needed a little help. I transplanted the tiny little suffering watermelon plants to see if I could nurture them into being a watermelon. I found some flower starts that I don't know what they are, but I had nurtured them to this point, so I moved them and stuck them in this bed. I have a little bit more cilantro started here from elsewhere in the garden, and I side dressed some more of the basil. This bed needed a bunch more soil, so I'll just keep adding organic matter to it, and we'll see what happens. Sunflowers are happy. A primary case for what I was talking about. If I had been off and running getting more stuff instead of looking around to see what needed to be done with what I have, I would not have taken on this project, which I've been meaning to do for months now. I have a box of mortar mix sitting over underneath the tent, and I have this frame or mold, and I was going to make a stepping stone, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But today's the day because I didn't go to the store to get more stuff. I'm dealing with what I already have, and we're going to make this happen. Okay, it's still a work in progress. But how about for now we make a bouquet of flowers and turn to doing some art making with what I have, of course, which is a lot of art supplies, so I could do this any number of ways. I think I'll paint. It's been a long time since I've actually just painted.